Hello and welcome back to another PriceyHD video, and today we are basically back where we left off, and I'm sorry I haven't saw you for a few weeks. Mainly down to not busyness as such, just sort of a lack of motivation with, well, I'm in an exam period at the moment and things, and any spare time, it's basically not with YouTube, if you understand what I mean. So basically, don't expect videos from me in the coming weeks as such. I hope that over Christmas I can do some content, but overall this year isn't going to be the most consistent at all. It's going to be a little better than last year for sure. Last year was dreadful, but this year isn't going to be quite as good. We've got a new signing in though, Barrera, and can you believe that it has actually been 4 weeks since the Birmingham Villa game? Right now, though, in this career mode, we're behind that. We're still at the Fulham game. And here at Craven Cottage, we are looking to take the lead very early on. And we get a brilliant opportunity as our player is taken down by the Fulham defender. I believe that's Sigurdsson. And then, basically, what's going to happen now is, of course, a fantastic red card. That is such a handy help for us because Ragnar Sigurdsson being sent off, we are on bad form, utterly dreadful form. Last episode was possibly the worst episode that we have ever had. Genuinely, I can't even remember it, to be honest. But we didn't win a game, did we? And what a brilliant penalty as well. I believe that was Stewart who took that out of nowhere. You know, we brought him in for this game because something wasn't working. We thought we had to shake it up a little bit, and the camera is deciding that it really likes Stewart so much that it's going to impale him and attack his lung system. But either way, I think this is a fantastic start. How else could we have started? We needed a win, we needed a bit of a lift, because after such a poor run of form, we are in trouble. In fact, I've had people commented on my videos telling me I am shit at FIFA. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, this was recorded a while back now. I've practiced FIFA since then, and this year, unlike last year, I enjoy FIFA very much. In fact, this was recorded before the update, so that's how long ago this was. I enjoy FIFA, and this is on World Class as well, by the way, if you're wondering. I'm actually enjoying 17 very much, but what a run from Barrera, our new signing, really proving through well. And Tesche, wow, just sneaking it into the near post. And this is insane because we've managed to get 2 goals in 25 minutes. Or is that 28? No, 25 minutes. And I genuinely, was it 35? It might be 35. I can't actually see because the size of the window is so small. But either way, look, Tesche's first attempt was foiled by the keeper, and despite the attempts of Fulham's defender who slid in, Tesche gets his first goal of the season in the EFL Championship with a sly pass almost into the corner of the net, and it is a brilliant shot at that because the angles were so tight. But bear in mind that was all Barrera. All Barrera that was. It doesn't go down as an assist because it deflected off the goalkeeper in FIFA terms, but in my terms that was a Barrera assist. Fantastic play by our new central attacking midfielder from South America, I believe. So, they get an absolutely enormity chance there. That was insane, and despite that, I don't know what they were doing here, but this is the first time in FIFA this year that I've managed to get an opportunity like that, but the keeper just wasn't coming out. So Chadham's shot yet again is stopped, and we are still at 2-0. Despite our brilliant first half, our second half is a little poorer. We created a few chances, but overall we were quite lucky in the second half not to concede. We were under a little bit of pressure, especially with that situation where Fulham hit the post. So, right now, we have a massive result. That is our first win of the season since the first game of the season against Reading. So, this is a huge result moving forward. This could prove vital, because if we wouldn't have got out of our, how else to describe it, the rut? No, sorry, not Reading. The first game of the season, who was that against? Brighton? No? I can't even remember. But, literally, if we couldn't have got out of that rut, then we could have been in deep trouble. And now we're looking for another win today against Reading. This is, of course, a night game. We are away once more. And after a brilliant performance against Fulham, I was in trouble. Dreadful pass back then, and Reading almost got the opening goal of the game. Tesche, though, passes it into Davis, and Davis passes it out into Barrera. Barrera's through ball isn't quite good enough, but Jutkovic picks up the pieces as Reading's defence is very, very weak in that situation there, and the outcome is unfortunately just a save. Solomon Otterbar is on the left wing with a little bit of space. It drills across forward into the box, but unfortunately, as it is pulled back, it is blocked by the Reading defender. And that means that we go in at 0-0. A very dull game so far. We haven't got the spark. We haven't got the talent that we had in the last game, it seems. But Jutkovic creates a chance, and it is Caddis with the goal. Fantastic goal from Caddis. Nope. Caddis was offside, and unfortunately, we do not take that goal back with us to Birmingham. That means that right now we are at 0-0, and the only and best chance we've had of the game was an offside goal. Really unfortunate. And we really could have done with that goal, because I just felt like the clock was ticking away. We were getting no talent, no spark, no chances. There seemed to be no flair in the team at the moment. And despite what should have been such an uplifting game against Fulham, we were in a position where we could continue falling down the table, because this wasn't good enough. One win against Fulham wasn't good enough. And then a chance like that, Davis missing, isn't good enough. And our team right now, we are in petrifying places. But look at that, a little bit of space opens up. Donaldson takes advantage of it. He exploits this area, and Donaldson is taken down in the area. It is a penalty in the final minutes, and we may have just salvaged something from this game. Something more than a draw. And look at that, taken down as Donaldson on the turn, does the fake shot, a perform skill that was basically what earned us the penalty. Caddis lines up for the shot, and it sneaks in the corner. It's not even as good a goal as Stewart's, but that is fantastic. Despite how brilliant this is, though, relying on penalties in the 90th minute to win the game just isn't good enough. We need to regroup. This wasn't as good a game as the Fulham one. In the Fulham one, I think we probably could have won 3, maybe even 4-0. This one, we didn't deserve to win at all. So the fact that we have is a genuinely fantastic, fantastic outcome. A team that can play badly and still get a result is ultimately just a team that played badly. Yes, they got the result, and yes, that is pretty much what Sir Alex Ferguson's last season with Manchester United played out like. They played dreadful that year, it seemed, and yet still won the league. But who cares? They won the league. Man United certainly won't care. We played dreadful in that game, but we still won it. And in that situation, when you think of it like that, that's okay. But that's not going to happen all season all long for a team like Birmingham. We're not Manchester United. We don't have Wayne Rooney. We don't have Nemanja Vidic. The players that they had in that season, that was the difference. And in this situation, this is the difference. We are Birmingham. We cannot afford to play like that and perform like that in other games of this year. We were looking for our third win on the trot. This time we're at home, however. We're looking to treat St Andrews to a bit of a win, which we haven't done at all this year, I don't think. So we really need to. And Che Adams, well, what a way to start it. What a finish from Che Adams as well. They're the sort of finishes that just really aren't appreciated enough, in my opinion. It was a sweet, cool pass into the corner of the net. And ultimately, it has earned us the leading position. What a sly finish that was. Genuinely, absolutely brilliant finish. And yet again, they are on the attack. They headed in, and we're back at 1-1. They've been putting the pressure on all game, and despite the fact that the highlights don't really reflect that, they really have been pushing for the equaliser. And ultimately, that is what they get. It is a good ball in, and it's unlucky actually, because I really did try hard in that situation to stop them getting the equaliser, because if we could have gone in at half-time at 1-0, it's just a much better position than going in at half-time at, 1-1. And after Che Adams opened the game so early with a brilliant goal, it would have been a really uplifting beat to the game. However, we do now know that it is balanced. They're not going to be quite as motivated to come back out and get another goal. But the Sheffield Wednesday side weren't letting up. They were a very good side, and they broke us down. Forestieri there with a good shot. Unfortunately for him, it strays wide. Fortunately for us, it strays wide. Gary Hooper unleashes one, and they were throwing attacks at us. But the one chance we did get with Donson, it was intercepted. And yet again, Sheffield Wednesday with a composed pass out from the back. And it was just brilliant play. Simply fantastic play. Looking for the man. Brilliant bit of vision. Forrest Diary down the right-hand side. And... oh, what can I say that will satisfy you? Because that is just something else. What a fantastic finish. What a brilliant goal. But why Callis isn't doing more there to stop his man in that situation, I don't know. I just don't know. And it seems our winning streak will be broken up. And it is such a shame because the amount that I wanted to win this game, I couldn't even explain to you. And they were seeming to be winning every ball. And I really, really wanted to win this game. But we just couldn't create. Like, it seems to be a problem we're having a lot at the moment. It seemed in the Fulham game that was taken away. Barrera with a spark of talent. But in this game, we just weren't creating anything at all. And it was almost 3-1. Luckily, our goal difference doesn't go down even more as they get a third goal, but an offside one. So we end the episode on a real low. However, 2 wins out of 3, that's a positive we can take forward, but it is so disappointing because I really, really wanted to get the win there, because moving on, that would be so much more motivational. But I suppose you'll have to wait till the next episode, whenever that next episode will be airing on this channel, to find out what happens next. So I do thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button, and I'll see you next time with another Birmingham City Career Mode episode.